It has been reiterating tomorrow at around 12:15 is when the groundbreaking ceremony is going to take place. The Prime Minister is expected to land here in Ayodhya at about 11 o'clock. Preparations all across the temple town. It has been scrubbed, clean, painted. Security has been put on high alert. This is what we saw today of the massive preparations which are happening all across Ayodhya. As you see these diyas being made ready for the Diwali sort of a celebration tomorrow, all across the town, there are only one thing that people are engaged in: preparations for the big day tomorrow. Take a look.
12:15 p.m. August 5th, 2020. The date and time will be etched forever in Indian history. A little after noon, the Bhumi Pujan for the construction of a temple for Ramlala will be held on Wednesday, bringing a decade-old fight and centuries-old dispute to an end. The timing is significant. The belief is Ram was born in the very same Muhurat. Attending the ceremony will be a select group of guests. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will fly in the morning. 5,100 Kalash will welcome him to the temple town. They will be lit with diyas all along the route he takes. Only a few people will be allowed on the dais. On the podium with the Prime Minister will be RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Governor Anandiben Patel and Ram Temple Trust Chief Nritya Gopal Das.
पूरी अयोध्या में दीप जलाया जाएगा और मंगल गान होंगे, प्रसाद वितरण होगा, बहुत से कार्यक्रम, बहुत से आयोजन मोदी जी के काल में रखे जाएंगे.
Veteran BJP leaders L.K. Advani and Murli Manohar Joshi will join the ceremony virtually. Only 175 guests have made the cut in these COVID times. 135 saints from across the nation from different spiritual branches will lead the rituals. India today has exclusively accessed the model of the Grand Ram Mandir. This is how it will look once the work is completed. 5 domes with intricate carvings inside. A temple with 3 stories with height of 161 feet. And 318 pillars, 106 on each floor.
In less than 24 hours from now at the Abhijit Muhurat, the work on the Grand Ram Temple, which Hindus across the globe have been waiting for many years, is going to begin. Soil from 200 sacred places and water from 100 rivers will be used in the ceremony, which will see Prime Minister Narendra Modi in attendance. And people in this ancient town hope that this Grand Ram Temple is going to usher Ayodhya into a new era. With Dinesh Talankit Tyagi in Ayodhya, India Today. Let me now go across to National Affairs editor Rahul Srivastav, my senior colleague who has been in fact covering this movement right from the late 1980s. And Rahul, as much as these refurbished, redesigned, many times broken and then made Ram Ki Pairi has witnessed twists and turns in this entire Ram Janmabhoomi movement. You've also seen it through, your many years of reporting. You got us the access inside, exclusive pictures. Why don't you tell our viewers what all were you able to see inside?
Ankit, if one drives down from anywhere to Ayodhya, there is one standout element, and that is the pictures of the temple and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. If that's there on the highways, you go inside the place, the ground zero, which one can call the Ramkot area, where the celebrations will be happening and the ceremonies will be happening, even there are only two standpoints. That is, one is Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lead, and second, the start, the groundbreaking for a temple. So it's a ceremony crafted around Narendra Modi for a Ram temple. That one important point. So at that very ground zero, there is a nearly 2-acre large weatherproof tent which has been created. Inside that, there is a large LCD screen which will be actually showing what is happening as far as the ceremony is concerned. A moment has been found which is from 12:15:05 tomorrow afternoon till 12:15:38. Now there are these exactly 33 seconds which are the most auspicious moments when it's a perfect time to do the Bhumi Pujan for a Ram temple. And guess who will be actually doing that? At that time, Narendra Modi, Prime Minister, will be the leader of the ceremonies. Inside there is a 9-pillar enclosure, 400 square feet, which has been created with saffron cloth tied all around it.
Right.
There is a pillar in between which is nearly 2 feet tall. It's an obelisk actually, marks the point where the 1989 ceremony took place for Shilanyas. Outside there is a new makeshift Ram temple where Prime Minister will be going. All social distancing protocols have been put in place. There are chairs placed at a wide distance. I think great amount of care is being taken as far as this event is concerned.
Great amount of event, as Rahul was saying, a very carefully crafted event with only two things in focus: the Ram temple and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The entire town of Ayodhya is, as we showed you in this story as well, is just getting ready for tomorrow. There is palpable excitement as far as the people are concerned, largely in the city. In fact, locals are now painting rangolis, putting diyas outside their houses, outside their shops as well. Take a look at what I found when I was driving to this, in fact, Ram Ki Paidi from the main road, the Hanuman Garhi road, where the Prime Minister, the same route that the Prime Minister will be taking tomorrow. Take a look. In less than 24 hours, a groundbreaking ceremony of a grand Ram temple is going to take place here in Ayodhya. And as the Chief Minister and other dignitaries have been saying that this is going to be a Diwali-like celebration in the temple town, take a look at how people, in fact, are making the preparations themselves. On the roads here in Ayodhya, rangoli is being made, and all these diyas have been, in fact, kept. In fact, this one in combination of Jai Shri Ram written on it, and that rangoli that you see is also going to take shape of a diya. And right now, if you can show you, and this is not, in fact, the main program. This is not the main area where the program is going to take place. This is the main road. This is where the Prime Minister's cavalcade tomorrow will be going when it, in fact, will be on its way to the Ram Janmabhoomi. And all these people, in fact, are preparing for the big occasion tomorrow, the locals here in Ayodhya. And across the street, I will show you, across the street with all these diyas, and now the oil, in fact, being put into those diyas, this preparation is being done. So, there are very savvy, tech-savvy Babas, those who are taking selfies with these diyas. And I'll show you all across the road, there is this full, diyas being lined up all across. There are little kids, those who are very enthusiastically. I don't know whether Dinesh would be able to show you. Those kids are at a distance from here. If this man who is on a scooter gives us the way, you will see those little kids are lining up the roads with these diyas. They have, in fact, look at this now. So this will all be put up on both sides of the road. A full Diwali-like celebration here in Ayodhya. With camera person Dinesh Lal, Ankit Tyagi in Ayodhya, India Today. India Today has been able to access exclusive images of how the entire temple, when it would be complete, will look like. What are the intricacies of that temple? We'll just put out those visuals, on your screens right now. What you have on your screens are the exclusive pictures of the Ram temple design. It will have 5 domes. It will also have intricate carvings inside the domes and the pillars. It will be a 3-floor structure which will have a height of 161 feet. There will be 318 pillars with 106 pillars on the ground floor. Meanwhile, let's also tell you about Prime Minister Narendra Modi's program tomorrow in Ayodhya. We have all the details of what the Prime Minister would be doing and how he will be spending the time in Ayodhya when he comes for this groundbreaking ceremony of the Ram Temple. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister is expected to fly from Delhi at around 9:35 a.m. He will be, in fact, leaving for Lucknow. At 10:40 a.m., Prime Minister will leave for Ayodhya after landing in Lucknow in a chopper. Prime Minister is expected to land in Ayodhya at 11:30 and will straight away go to the Hanuman Garhi temple to offer his prayers. Prime Minister will reach Ram Janmabhoomi site at 12 p.m. and offer his prayers to the Ramlala idol. He will then inaugurate the Bhumi Pujan ceremony, followed by groundbreaking ceremony at 12:40 p.m. Around 2 p.m., Prime Minister will head back to Delhi, and there will be never-seen-before security protocols and COVID precautions that have been put in place for this. Let's take a look at what my colleague Shivendra, in fact, saw when he went inside the Hanuman Garhi temple, where the Prime Minister would be going for his first visit.
ये जो सीढ़ियां हैं सीधे हनुमानगढ़ी मंदिर की तरफ जाती हैं और इन्हीं सीढ़ियों से प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी भगवान के पूजन करने के लिए जाएंगे। राम मंदिर के भीतर जो राम जन्मभूमि है वहां पर भूमि पूजन से पहले सबसे महत्वपूर्ण जगह यह है क्योंकि यहां पर हनुमान जी की पूजा करेंगे, साधु संतों से मिलेंगे और उसके बाद आगे बढ़ेगा उनका काफिला। और जब भूमि पूजन के लिए जाएंगे उससे पहले यहां पर भगवान हनुमान का वो आह्वान करके जाएंगे क्योंकि राम जी के किसी भी काम में पहले हनुमान जी का नाम जरूर आता है और उसी उद्देश्य के चलते हनुमानगढ़ी में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी काफी अच्छा खासा वक्त बिताएंगे और वहां पूजन करके उनका आह्वान करेंगे कि सब कुछ सकुशल संपन्न हो।
My colleague Aishwarya Paliwal saw the massive sanitization drive which was going on outside the Hanuman Garhi temple today earlier in the day. I also saw how the SPG has taken over the entire place. UP ATS commandos have been put in place for the security. Let's go across to my colleague Aishwarya. Aishwarya, Hanuman Garhi will be the first stop for the Prime Minister. You also visited today the place where laddus are being prepared for the grand ceremony. Just tell our viewers what is the significance of the Hanuman Garhi temple? Why is it that the Prime Minister is coming there before the Janmabhoomi?
Well, Ankit, this is the place where the Prime Minister will come the first, immediately after he comes to Ayodhya. The temple which he will visit is the Hanuman Garhi temple. And you can see even now the beautification of the temple is taking place. Now the reason why the Prime Minister is coming to this temple is because this is a Hanuman temple. Someone who's called as the Sankat Mochak, someone who will take care of you, who will make sure that no badha, no vigna, as we say, no hurdle comes in your path, which is the reason why this temple is so important. We understand he will be spending considerable amounts of time inside the temple. There will be a special puja which will take place, and after visiting this temple, he will then move on to the place where the groundbreaking ceremony will then take place. So as people say, he's the Sankat Mochak. We understand now that the Prime Minister is coming here to take of Lord Hanuman and to maybe wish that the construction of the Ram temple takes place without any hurdle. Back to you, Ankit.
Aishwarya, stay on with me. In fact, as I was telling you earlier, that I would witness the arrangements which the SPG is putting through as far as the security of the Prime Minister is concerned at Hanuman Garhi. UP ATS commandos have also been deployed. Take a look. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first stop in Ayodhya is going to be the Hanuman Garhi temple when he arrives here tomorrow for the Bhumi Pujan ceremony. Massive security arrangements and the drills are now taking place. You can see on your screens right now the advanced team of the SPG is here taking stock of the situation, looking at the various points where the deployment would be required. So they are coordinating with the Uttar Pradesh police and will be in fact giving the inner security as far as the Prime Minister is concerned. There are also commandos from the UP ATS, those who have been deployed at the security on the entire periphery of this temple on that side as well. A drill, in fact, right now is taking place to ensure that the entire security checks are done. Everything is in order before the Prime Minister's arrival. So the advanced team of the close protection group of the Prime Minister, the Special Protection Group, SPG, is here. And they, in fact, in coordination with the local police, with the Uttar Pradesh police, are making sure that all security arrangements are in place. This is where the Prime Minister is going to enter the temple from, and all the various locations of this temple, which is a fort-like structure perched on the highest vantage point in Ayodhya, that in fact right now being surveyed by the Special Protection Group officers as well. You can see one of the officers there, in fact, talking to the local police, understanding the entire drill, and the outer cordon of the protection of the Prime Minister would be done by these commandos of the Uttar Pradesh ATS, the anti-terrorist squad of the Uttar Pradesh police. Commandos have been deployed here as well. With Dinesh Lal, Ankit Tyagi in Ayodhya, India Today. I'm just being distracted a little bit with that security drone which is flying right now just over our heads on top of this Ram Ki Paidi, where the entire media contingent has been given place, and also these volunteers, those who are working, putting these diyas, as I was telling you earlier. Now, oil is being put in them, but you know, this entire area has been reconstructed, almost spick and span new. In fact, this entire stairs, and just Dinesh will try and pan and show you. This is also the facade, the front of the very historic old buildings which are here in Ayodhya, and all of them have been painted yellow. In fact, if you see just behind the yellow buildings, you'll find some very, very old structures here with temple domes and also some pillars which are in fact propping out. Now, one problem, ladies and gentlemen, that I have seen throughout my visit to Ayodhya, yes, the Prime Minister is coming, yes, there are massive security arrangements and everything in place, but the awareness as far as the people are concerned with respect to social distancing and COVID-19, that seems to be lacking. You'll see, people standing in big groups, very less, in fact, very few people wearing the mask when they are going about their business. All these NCC volunteers, those who are just where I'm standing, just a few meters away, none of them are in fact wearing the mask. You'll see children also at this very place. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is something that all of us will also have to be very, very careful about. The Prime Minister and everybody else is they are taking precautions. The entire event is being organized in with social distancing norms, with COVID-19 norms in place. Remember, Ayodhya doesn't have, at least Ayodhya, where I'm standing, doesn't have a dedicated COVID hospital. It is in Faizabad area, and the health facilities, well, you can very well imagine so far. I mean, we are hoping it will improve with the temple coming in. But ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you follow all social distancing norms and be safe.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.